The reason you're dragging your feet to learn a language is because you think language learning only looks like this. Or this. Boring. I have been learning languages for a long ass time. I'm learning 7 of them, and a lot of my language learning looks like this. Or this. And yes, sometimes even this. Walk with me, people, because this week Elysse's language school is open, and I'm going to show you the ways that I learn languages without just rotting away at a desk. Yeah. Ja. Ich wette, du wusstest nicht, dass du einfach in jeden Park gehen kannst und einen Farbespaziergang auf deine Zielsprache machen kannst. Aber was ist das überhaupt? Also erster Schritt, du gehst raus, touch some grass, dann wählst du eine Farbe aus, also zum Beispiel grün. Wir sind im Park, es wird bestimmt viel grün geben. Und dann suchst du nach Dingen, die diese Farbe haben. Das war es ganz, ganz einfach. Mal schauen, was wir finden. I am very much the type to take my language learning outside. I do not feel like being boxed in when I'm trying to make my brain learn new stuff. I think I found our first thing. How about a weeping willow tree? Ich sehe weeping willow Bäume ständig in Berlin, weiß aber nicht, wie sie heißen auf Deutsch. Weeping willow tree. Trauerweide. But Weide, I thought Weide meant like pasture. Some things don't make sense, I guess. Do you guys know? Also was noch? Es gibt Blätter. Klar. Gras auf dem Boden. Wow, schau mal die Sonnenlicht, wie das durchkommt. Graffiti, die Graffiti ist grün. Just confirmed, it is die Graffiti. What I also do at parks, ich erzähle einfach, was ich mache. Also ich laufe herum, ich schaue die Blätter an. Es ist ganz windig. Es gibt sehr wenig Leute im Park, was sehr glücklich für mich ist, weil ich hasse es, Videos zu drehen, wenn es sehr Leute um mich gibt. Yeah, also aside from doing it for the color walk, I do like to just walk around and look at objects and think, do I know how to say that in my target language, in German or whatever it is? Also es gibt gerade ein Basketballspiel am Court. Ich weiß nicht, wie man Court sagt. Basketballplatz. Und ich versuche, all die neuen Wörter in einem Satz zu benutzen, während ich laufe. Also zum Beispiel, ich gehe die Trauerweiden vorbei an. Sie spielen Basketball im Basketballplatz oder am. And that is it. I will spend so much time just talking to myself. Act like you're on the phone. It doesn't matter. You can talk to yourself in public. It's not that big a deal, I promise. I would say it is the best method for gaining speaking confidence, especially if you're more of a beginner and you're not really that confident speaking to people yet. Just act like you're on the phone with somebody. Nobody's gonna know. So let's find a spot to sit down at. I'm actually gonna practice for my C1 speaking. My goal is to just use the phrase gesellschaftliche Auswirkungen in a sentence. I feel like that's a good one that's going to come in handy on the test. Ich denke, Repräsentation in Filmen und Büchern, das wird öfters so ignoriert oder unterschätzt als Argument. Es kann wirklich sehr große gesellschaftliche Auswirkungen haben. Wenn sich ein Kind identifiziert fühlt, das gibt ihnen ein sehr gesundes Selbstwertgefühl und davon können all die anderen Kinder profitieren, weil es ein gutes Vorbild ist. So yes, first of all, you are underestimating the power of just taking your language learning outside. The reason you're going insane is because you're cooped up at that desk of yours. And second, the power of just talking to yourself, walking around, narrating your surroundings, writing down a list of words that you don't know. And I know that it looks easy because I'm doing it in a language that I'm more advanced in German, but how about this? In a video coming up, I will do it in Persian or Turkish for you. Because I swear, you can do this at any level and have fun, get outside while you still can. Summer's almost over. Just live, laugh, love, baby. And now for the part all of you are avoiding. Actually talking to a human. I know. But it's gotta happen, you know. So I'm about to go into my second Turkish class with Karo, and I'm not even nervous, honestly, because she is the best. It took a while, but I found a Turkish tutor who is A, my age, and B, cool. And it just feels like I'm talking to a friend, Which is great because I'm sure that I'm learning to talk like a normal person my age and not like a textbook. So the website I use to find my one-on-one language tutors is called Preply, which I don't just use it for Turkish. I also take French, German classes on here. I think they have like dozens of languages. It's all online. Scheduling is so flexible. No excuses. And when you're looking for tutors, let me show you. They have so many filters to find the perfect person. Like if you want a tutor from a specific country, if you have a specific budget range. So it's very flexy. I love that. I do. And Karo, she corrects me when I make mistakes, if I sound weird, when I up the sentence order, because inevitably I will. And she introduces me to new words all the time. Like, let me show you my list. Like, we were talking about differences between Americans and Germans since I live in Germany, and I said Germans are very düzenli, organized, systemli, systematic. I don't remember this, but maybe I described Americans as chaotic.
Merhaba.
Merhaba.
Nasılsın Elysse?
Ben iyiyim. Sen nasılsın?
Ben de iyiyim. Teşekkür ederim. Haftan nasıldı?
Çok uzun.
Ama hafta sonu için heyecanlıyım.
Hı.
Çünkü Çünkü pazar günü arkadaşımın 30. doğum günü. Onun için heyecanlıyım çünkü beraber Çeşme'ye gideceğiz.
Aa,
Senin planın var mı hafta sonu için?
bu hafta sonu yok çünkü biz bir housewarming party verdik. Her şey planladım, her şey yaptım ve ondan çok yoruldum. Çok küçük bir dairemiz var ve 20 insan geldi.
Oo,
Ondan
20
çok
çok fazla.
kaotikti. Evet. Bu hafta sonu hiçbir şey planlamadım.
Almanya'da çilekler tatlı mı?
Evet, çok çok tatlı. Çok Alman bir şey var. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, of course.
Mesela çok Alman da spesifik bir şey.
Çilek büfesi. Büfe gibi.
Büfesi, evet. So if you would also like to actually start speaking your target language and making some actual moves, taking classes on Preply is a great option. 10 out of 10 would recommend. I have a link for you. Go speak your target language with a human. That's why we're learning languages, remember? Now let's go to Vegas. Just kidding. We are at Cafe Plume in Berlin, and I'm going to teach you how to play language roulette. But before I do, I just wanted to say, if you like everything I've shown you in this video so far, you would love my language activity guide, the Polyglot Playbook. I wrote out almost 70 different language learning methods that I swear by, with a ton of resources and step-by-step tips and instructions to get the most out of them. It is the reason that I, and also you guys, have not had a single boring language learning day in a long ass time. And this and all my other language learning guides are on sale for the rest of the summer, so go get you some. So language roulette, here's a little freebie. You use a random word generator or a random photo generator, and whatever comes up, you have to talk or write about that thing in your target language. You don't have to write a whole essay or give a whole speech, just say whatever comes to mind, kind of like stream of consciousness. The photo generator can be kind of weird sometimes. Like, what is this? Here's me hyping myself up to do language roulette in French and reconsidering why I ever learned French at all. So here's the janky French word generator I found. I left the link below. If you're learning Nepali or something less common, you're probably not going to be able to find something like this, so just use ChatGPT, I don't care. So the first word I got was sagesse, wisdom. So I came up with the random question, what should we do to be wiser in today's world? And for me, the answer to that is media literacy, so I just wrote about media literacy. The second word I got was shoes, so I spoke for that one just about the shoes I was wearing, how often I buy shoes, and these were my unknown words. I find that when I do language roulette, I find out really quickly what words I do and don't know, so it's a great vocab review. And that's a wrap. And would you look at that? My friend Sam is here, so we're gonna catch up and eat some carrot cake, and you're gonna go do a crossword with future Elysse. Bye. So now, if you know me, if you really, really know me, like we go way back, we probably share DNA at this point, you know that I love a crossword puzzle. Just in general, I do the New York Times puzzles every day, Connections, the Mini, I do Flaggle. I love a puzzle. So of course I transfer that into my language learning as well. And a website that I really, really love, this is not sponsored, they don't know I exist, even though I'm like, please, in every video. It's Linguno. So yeah, they have French, English, Italian, German, both dialects of Portuguese and Spanish. Don't get it twisted. And their crosswords, they have like all kinds. They have like crosswords per level. They have monolingual crosswords, like which just means that the hints are also in the language. Anything you can imagine. So let's do a French crossword together because today is French Day. Crosswords have a lot of benefits that you might not know. They are fun, first of all, first and foremost. It's really good for your brain and your problem solving skills, which are really important if you want to have a good memory, if you want to not get dementia as an older person. It's just fun. I feel like it's one of those like nice grandma hobbies that you can just pick up and do very casually. Vêtements indispensables pour couvrir les jambes. Pantalon. Oui. Accepter les excuses et tourner la page. Comment dit-on forgive? Pardonner? Pardonner. So I just try to do as much as I can without using the hints. Une idée novatrice et différente est dite ordinaire? No, that's the opposite. Original, oh mon Dieu. Original. I'm really losing it, you guys. Quelle action effectuez-vous à la fin d'un trajet en voiture? Station? Sortie? Is it not sortie? What the Sortir. Sortir. Actually, no, you just pissed me off because it says quelle action effectuez-vous? Action, that is, you're referring to a noun, right? Whatever. I don't care. This means nothing.
Let's play the game, but I want to be very clear about something. This literally means nothing to me.
Linguno, you're on my shit list. Les géants et les nains ont des différentes. Ah, okay, giants and nains are dwarves, right? La taille. They have different sizes. Okay, we are already on our last word. Oh my god. Salle remplie de bureaux et de trousses. What is a trousse? You know what? I try not to reveal the words, but I'm not above translating words in the hints. Pencil case? Salle de classe? Yeah, okay. Salle remplie de bureaux et de trousses. Okay, so that's a classroom.
La salle de classe.
Hello, I'm editing and I realized I didn't plan an ending for the video, so this is the ending of the video. Thank you so much for watching it. I hope you got something out of it. I know this is crazy coming from someone who's sitting their ass on a couch right now, but go get away from your desk, do something other than studying, get creative with your language learning. There's so many different things you can do other than just sitting with a book, doing practice, flashcards, whatever. There's so much to be discovered. Love you so dearly. Goodbye.